What's up, everybody? So I'm here to talk to you all tonight, actually, on some other type of stuff. I had a conversation with my big brother today, and he suggested that I turn to you all. I've had a lot of different things going on with me lately, and I guess I kind of made the statement to him that I have so much going on in my head. I'm learning so many new things about life, and this new thing about myself that I just keep learning. I just keep getting new information, and you know, when you get information, you want to share it. But it's like the information that I'm getting, I'm not sure if I'm supposed to share it or who I'm supposed to share it with. And because I don't have anyone specifically to turn to anymore to share all of my newfound information with, again, my brother suggested that I turn to you all. So here I am. And thanks for listening. And I'm going to tell you now that you might want to kind of kick back, because I might be here for a minute. There's just so many different things have been going on with me, and I kind of don't want to miss anything because I want you all to know everything. But so let me see. Let me reiterate a couple of things. Like, I know in a few of my other videos, I kind of told you guys, you know, a while back before Mama died, I've always had random people say random things to me, different things to me, people who've never met me a day in their life, but they've just had so much to say about me, and that hasn't changed throughout the years. I'm still coming across people who feel the need to express themselves to me about me, and I'm still having that happen. So none of what's going to be said to me is new. Well, I guess the fact that someone that I don't know is telling me a lot of these things is not new to me. The things that are being told to me are kind of new to me. But let's just do this. This more recent issue, I won't say issue, but this more recent thing that's been going on with me lately, it started on Halloween. No, it started the Sunday before Halloween, so I think that was like maybe the 27th or 28th, something like that. But my baby's dressed up for Halloween, and you know, I took pictures of them like a proud parent does, and you know, everything was fine. I was going through the pictures, oohing and ahhing at the pictures, and I came across one particular picture, and the picture had something slightly different in it, something I've never seen before in any of my pictures anyways. Okay, look, you guys, could you please hold that thought for one moment, okay? Hold on. I'm coming. I want to make some tea. I'm coming. Okay, you guys, I am so terribly sorry, but I really had to get me a cup of tea. But so anyway, I dressed them up and took pictures, And anyway, there was something different in the picture. And the picture, well, this is the picture, if you guys can see that. Okay. Now, that's my little mama. She was a Southern Belle. But do you see this right here? Yeah, that right there. That shouldn't be in the picture. Now, my thing is, when I initially seen it, now I will admit that I am into, like, you know, the afterlife and everything like that. I'm very curious. Ever since Mama died, it just got a little more intense. My curiosity has just gotten greater. But I kind of knew that it was different when I looked at it instantly. But anyway, I went on Facebook, I posted the picture, and I asked people's opinions. Well, everybody kind of started saying that it looked like angel wings. Well, the corner of an angel wing, like the angel was in the picture, and just as I was going to take the picture, it tried to like move out the way, and I kind of got the end of the wing. That's what everybody was saying. So, like, I felt really good. I kind of thought that was my mom, and I felt really, really good after that. Like, I feel really good. And so I was talking to my husband, and I was telling him about the picture after I showed it to him. We were just kind of conversating about the picture. And my closet doors, now my closet doors aren't technically on track at the bottom. They slide open, the wood doors. They slide back and forth, but they're not on track. So they kind of, if the kids are in there, it kind of swings back and forth like this. And usually the kids are in there playing, trying to scare us or whatever, you know, sneaking. And you know it because the door swings back and forth. You know, they can push it. But this time it was like 11 o'clock. It was after their bedtime. It was late. And we're sitting there and we're talking about the pictures, and all of a sudden my closet doors started moving, and me and my husband both look at each other like, what the hell? I'm like, instantly, there's nobody in the closet, baby. There's nobody there. I don't know what that was. So he opens up the closet door, and of course there's nobody in the closet. Nothing is out of place. Not a piece of clothing moved. Everything is perfectly fine. So of course we're looking at each other like, okay, we kind of gonna let this go. So like maybe a day or two later, I'm sitting in the room and I'm talking to my brother, and I'm telling him about the picture. And in the midst of me telling him that I thought that it was my mom, my husband's cell phone rings and my mom's picture pops up on the phone. And it was almost like she was trying to verify, validate to us that it was her, that it is her in the picture. And it made me feel really good, and I was like just so overly excited, you know, like just, it was kind of creepy at first, but you know, I do like the fact that she felt that she needed to come to us that way. So while, you know, I'm all about this picture, I'm still having people on Facebook comment on the picture. You know, people are still commenting and, you know, talking about the picture, putting their 2 cents in. And there's an older woman who I've never met physically. Well, I've never met her at all before. She's the mother of one of my friends, but I've never met her before. My husband grew up around her. He knows her. He knows, you know, everything about the little lady, and she's an older chick. She's, you know, she lost her daughter she lost her daughter like in '95, and she's like into the spirit realm, you know. She just get down like that. And she was looking at my picture, and she told me that that was either my mom or a guardian angel, and that I was really protected. I have a gift, and that my daughter probably has it too. And as she's telling me these things, she lets me know that she went through a lot of my pictures, and she found a lot of spirit activity around my pictures. And so I'm like, well, why don't you go and click into the pictures so I can know what you were looking at, because I want to see too. Well, the first 2 pictures that she clicked into were pictures that I took maybe 3 years ago. My 7-year-old was 4 at the time. So when she clicked into this picture, I instantly knew what she was talking about, because when I took this picture, this was in the winter. It was, you know, like flurry type snow going on. Nothing major. Enough for us to actually be outside and playing. And she, when we took the pictures back then, we looked at the pictures and said that there was something majorly wrong with these pictures. We had no clue what was wrong with the pictures, but we knew that there was something wrong with the pictures. I really wasn't into, you know, the afterlife like I am now. The curiosity really wasn't there. I mean, I watched different shows on TV, but nothing major. But when she clicked into this picture specifically, I instantly knew what she was talking about. Now, this is the picture. Do you see all of those circles in the picture? Those are orbs. She told me that. She was like, Tootie, those aren't... Wait, there's another one I have. Yeah. See? Now, you see the difference in... Now, same spot, still outside, but you see the difference in what it looks like in this picture, how full it is versus what it looks like in this picture. To know that that's not snow. I'm like, it's not a snowstorm. That's not snow, you know. And she was like, those are orbs. She was like, Tootie, that's not snow, that's orbs. She was like, you have so much spiritual activity around you. It's crazy. She was like, you are so blessed. She was like, you know, you have a gift. And like, I'm open basically. So it was really weird to hear her tell me these things. Again, someone who's never met me before. And she, you know, clicked into a few other pictures that I have that has activity in them. But I've never been really scared, you know, of what goes on around me. I've always known that I was different. Not just my sickle cell, but just me in general. I've always known that there was just something just a little more different about me. I mean, just like my mentor told me, I had the gift of laying hands, and I do have the gift of gab. I can pray, I can talk, I can get people to do whatever I want them to do with just speaking to them. And I've always been like that. You know, it hasn't always been used for good, believe you me. I was a kid, but you know, now I understand what it is that I have. But to say that all of these things are like coming to the forefront of my life, I'm not quite sure why. Well, a few more days after the swinging of the closet door and me talking to my brother, I was standing in my bathroom, and I used the bathroom. The light was on, the door was pushed up, and I went to wash my hands. And just as I went to turn the knob on the sink, my lights shut off in the bathroom. I instantly screamed for dear life. I was terrified. I ran to the door, and the door was closed. It wasn't closed at first, it was just kind of pushed up. But the door was closed, and somebody had flipped the light switch. At first I thought the light switch had popped. I mean, the light had just blew. But when I touched the wall, the switch was actually switched off. And everybody in the house was asleep but my husband. He was in the room watching TV. Like, I was so terrified, you guys. Like, I cried like the rest of the night. Like, I couldn't do anything but shake and try to breathe and cry. Like, I was literally terrified. Something really weird was going on, and I didn't like it. And someone else, I took it to Facebook, just like I do everything, and someone else clicked in and said that it was my mom. Well, my mom doesn't scare me. My mom would never do that. She knows that we don't take kindly to the darkness like that. She understands me, and she knows. And I don't think my mommy would do something like that. This was not a friendly something. I've never been scared before like this. And then I found out that it was the Day of the Dead, and that supposedly this is when the gates open up, and you know, the spirits are free to move around our world to come, you know, be with their loved ones. Okay, yeah, I googled it and read it and looked up on it and everything, but it was like, I guess if it's open, everything is going to be able to come through, not just good but evil too. And if I'm as open as I am, that means that I'm susceptible to bad, not just good. And I'm learning all of these new things. But my thing is, why am I learning them now? Why is all of these things coming to me now? What am I supposed to do with this information? And I can't talk like this to everybody because everybody doesn't believe these type of things, and I don't want people to think that I'm crazy when I really know that I'm not. It's just something really weird going on around me. I've always been, for instance, I can read people very well. When I can read a person, I know if you're a good person or a bad person. I know if your spirit is good, if your energy is good or not. I've just always been like that, you know. I have that feeling. If, you know, I might not know exactly what it is, but I know at the end of the day, something is going to come out about you, and I'm going to have known that it was good or bad. Like, I feel that, I know that, and I've always been like that. But it's just so many new things and different things popping up in my world right now, and I really don't know what to do with what it is that I'm receiving. And I understand that maybe it's not my time to know what to do with it, but in the meanwhile, it's like driving me crazy because I know so much and I don't know who to tell it to or where to put it or anything. It's like I just got all of this stuff sitting in my head, and it's a lot, you guys. Like, I don't know if you know what it feels like to battle yourself in your own mind, but sometimes when it feels like your mind is against you, it makes it difficult to concentrate, and it makes it difficult to do everyday tasks. It's really weird, you know. I don't like the feeling of not being able to control my mind, but that's how I feel right now because I have so much going on in there and I'm so stressed. But I'm only stressed about the stuff that's in my brain. Like, I mean, it's like nothing major because my life itself is wonderful, but it's like I stress over the things that I can't fix or I don't know. Like, that's my biggest fear is not knowing. And when I have things that I know or receive and I don't know what to do with it, it drives me crazy because it still leaves that not knowing feeling, and I just don't know what I'm supposed to do with anything that I have right now, you know. Sometimes I feel lost, you know, as clear as everything is to me one day. The next day, I don't have any idea of what's going on. I just feel overwhelmed. Death definitely opens you up to life. It definitely makes you look at life differently. And I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing, but I do know that trying to overcome death and change is something that no one could ever explain to you how to do. I've been writing a lot lately, and I have a couple of poems, and I'll read you guys one of them. That's if I can pull it up. I've always been a writer. Writing is in my family. My dad writes. My brother's been published before. I love journaling when it's in me, and for some reason it's in me a whole lot right now. I don't understand why, but it's in me a whole lot. So I figure I'd start writing, and maybe, just maybe, I'll get some of this stuff out and someone else will get something out of whatever it is that I'm going through. That's if I can find it. And I don't think I'm going to be able to find it. But what I will do, you guys, is I will come back. I was only going to read you one, but because I can't find it when I come back, I'll do a specific video and read a few of my writing. So I love you guys a lot, and thank you for listening. Like I said, I just needed somebody to talk to. I just needed to vent for a moment, and I'm glad I have you guys there to listen. I appreciate it greatly. You just don't know how much I appreciate it. Thank you to my new subscribers and to my regulars. I love you all with my heart, and I'll talk to you guys soon.